welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Penn State's offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to back it.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really good job by everybody. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Might as well give it to him again.
Oh, my God. That was my
Pick
fault.
up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's loose.
Got it.
Take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive.
No, she's
and he
not.
found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Came right to the couch.
And this crowd now
Don't
ready
you yell
to
at
get
your mother.
behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Northwestern's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, Dave.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Yeah, Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty. Down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big game. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Makes the grab on the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Buck. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Setting up the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Looks as if we haven't.
Put these wings up on the grill. Da 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 da. bitch. You took the damn ball out there. Checking the temp. We're back up to temp.
On that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They're working that left side. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Durant. Got his man out of the backfield. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. New set of downs after the completion.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something.
Get it, big man. Get it, big man. Let's go, big man. Let's go. He out there running like Shrek, but he going to score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
I missed him.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire.
Ah! Sucker!
Feeling the pressure and down he goes.
Hesitate, you die.
Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires on the move. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Oh!
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Durant. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
When defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Spins away from the defender. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Durant. Makes the catch, it's Dingle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail and that wide receiver comes back and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The sure hands, it's Cole. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man.
Bam, baby. Boom.
Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. It's House. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Buck. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. Quickly to the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished.
Oh, no!
Really nice play.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I can't believe that.
A big third down stop by this defense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass, it's Durant. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Oh! Wow! Wow!
Sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18.
I thought that was going to be picked. I did.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The throw to the outside is complete.
Come on, back on kicking the hand, bro. Come on.
Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I can't believe that bomb was caught. Wow.
This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll give it to the back. Find some fresh air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. Quick completion on the out. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
We can brush that grate off.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Card in the backfield. It's Buck. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
21? You, oh my God. It went through your helmet, dude.
The 41 with the first.
I swear that went through his helmet. You're telling me that you don't see that ball coming?
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Here we go. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Buck. Turning it on. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback. And he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly complete. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to throw. It's Durant. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
Oh!
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
To the air, it's Rasmussen. Pocket breaking down. Misses
How do you
receiver
not
there,
pick
it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is really going for it all.
Oh, man, I gave him a shot.
On the long shot.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
On the snap, it's Wade.
You missed your block, bro.
At the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive line.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now the pitch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Great job by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. Running back able to walk in.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Northwestern 6.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back. Zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Rasmussen.
Over the middle.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night.
Oh, Jesus, where'd you come from?
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. He's in open space downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead, and I can continue to run the football, and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen.
That's right. That's right. Keep your feet moving.
Keep running the clock.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was not a touchdown because
stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. There he goes. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But the opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Some games,
he was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eye.
Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Rasmussen. Receiver wasn't ready for the
Hey, you're on spot, bro.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is going
been a
wrong,
pick.
right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They're going to ride this running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot, patting my step.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game.
Oh, a lot of space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down.
Ooh, oh!
And the physical
Oh my God!
there forces the incompletion on first down.
I don't know what's going on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Here's a heat.
Damn, he had the safety beat.
He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
The misconnection leaves him with a third down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle.
Oh, man.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Rasmussen. Right down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. This is what you're looking for.
Saves at